Well, I'm this perfect stranger who used to fall in love every now and then. And I think I had kind of a recipe to find people. It's not actually a recipe, it's just the way it worked, right? I used to see the girls and, well, I just felt I loved them, right? Immediately. Isn't that funny? Well, it's not. It's real life for many people. So I listen to people asking like, well, but how can I do it? How can I get to know somebody? How can I talk to somebody? How do I let him know or let her know that I like him or her? Well, just like that. Just let them know. How do you expect to know if someone likes you if you don't even get to talk to that person? Well, here's the story. I was studying university. Yeah, that was not my first love story, of course. I will tell you about those later. But this one is the one that I am going to talk about today. I was in university, and then I see this girl who I thought was beautiful. But how could I talk to her? I didn't even know her. So it was not just like, hi, my name is right. Okay, I couldn't say that. So I couldn't even go and say, well, hello, I'm a perfect stranger here. Even though I was a perfect stranger, yeah, she didn't know me. Well, the thing is that I saw my friend talking to her. Boom. That's the thing. Somebody knows her. And that person might know you as well. So, what I did, the next time I saw my friend, I immediately talked about her. You know, like, hey, you know what? Could you tell that girl that here's the thing where you start thinking, what should I say, right? What could I tell a person that I like to make a good impression? So you need to think about something sophisticated, something elaborated. And well, I told him, tell her that she has a secret admirer in your class. Yeah, that was the most intelligent thing that I could say. Well, it happened that he goes with her and tells exactly what I said. You know what? You have a secret admirer in my class. Surprisingly, she asks, who's that guy? And at that moment, I was available, I was around, and he could tell her, it's the guy over there with the brown shirt. Yes, I was wearing a brown shirt. Never again in my life. I mean, I hate brown clothes, except for the socks and the belt on the shoes. I don't like wearing brown, okay? But that day I was wearing a brown shirt. I remember it. So, what do you think was the answer? Well, yeah, the answer was, tell him that he is correspondent. Oh, but I have to tell you something important. When I told my friend to tell her that I like her, that she had a secret admirer, his answer was, dude, but she has a boyfriend. And I was like, so what? I'm just telling her. I just want you to tell her that she has a secret admirer. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be together right now, okay? I have to say that. I have to say right now because my plan was to be together. So he asked that, and I was like, don't worry about it, just tell her. So when he tells her, the answer was that, yeah, tell him that he is correspondent. And he goes like, hey girl, but you have a boyfriend. And the answer was, so what? I mean, just tell him that he's correspondent. It's not like we're gonna be together, right? Not now. So when he comes and tells me that, I'm like, wow. I'm corresponded, but she has a boyfriend. So next thing to do is to talk to her. How do I talk to a girl who I see every day? That's easy, right? Well, not for a person in love. So, fortunately, we ran into each other very often. But previously, I wouldn't even look at her. So that had to change. And I decided to change that. So next time I saw her, I just smiled at her. She smiled back. We continued. Then, next time I see her, I say hi. And she answers, hi. And we continued, right? But then one day, she's talking to a friend of mine, another friend of mine. That's good. When you're in love, it's good to have friends, right? They're very helpful. And I decide to get to talk to my friend. Like, hi, how are you? Fine. Oh, hello. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. She answers, I had a conversation. Yeah, that was a conversation. Well, after that, every day I saw her, I could talk to her because I had talked to her before. Yeah, I had said, hello, how are you today? And she had answered, fine, thanks. And you? So we had a conversation, and that gave us the right to continue talking. And that's what I did. Next time I saw her, wow, fortunately, it was at the library. What do you do at the library? Well, you sit and read. And that's what I did. I got a book, I went to her table, and sat right in front of her. Hello, how are you? Can I sit here? Yeah, sure. What are you reading? Yeah, that's the moment when everybody turns to look at you and these sounds, right? Everybody's like, quiet, guys. We're at the library. So we kept it low, right? What are you reading? Oh, a book. Okay. But that was good, yeah, because by talking low, by talking low, we could get closer to each other. Fortunately, I was wearing some cologne on the other end. So I saw her at the library, and I discovered that could be a place for us to meet. So I asked her, do you come here very often? Yeah, almost every day when I have a free hour. Well, then I guess I'll be seeing you around. And that was a good impression, right? She likes to read. And guess what? I like to read. So that was good. Well, we started seeing each other there on a regular basis. We even had a date like, hey, can I see you here tomorrow? Yeah. And then one day I finally decided, like, you know what? She must know that I don't want her just to be my friend. So here's the thing, I get all of my courage, all of my strength, and tell her. One of these days we're there at the library, and I decide to tell her, hey, you know, I have to tell you something, and I need to be very honest about it. The thing is that I like you. But I like you in the way that I would like us to be together. And I know that you have a boyfriend. So the only thing I'm asking is if there is a chance that sometime in the near future you think we could be together. And in that moment, she says, well, I guess there is a chance. I guess there's a chance for us to be together. That's all I needed to know. Yeah? We continued seeing each other there till finally one day she comes and tells me, you know what? I just broke up with my boyfriend. Well, in that moment, you're not supposed to say like, ah, perfect, excellent, great, right? So I just, as a perfect stranger I am, I just stayed quiet, listening. That's what you have to do. Listen. She told me she hadn't been having a good time for the last few days. Of course, you cannot have a good time when there is someone around. And, well, in that moment, I felt relieved, yeah, but I didn't say that. So after that, I just let some days to pass, maybe a month, and I decided there was a time for us to talk about the next thing, right? So I told her if she would like to be my girlfriend. She said yes. She said she had been expecting that moment for a while. And we started dating, right? About 2 years passed, and everything seemed to be right. But you know I'm a perfect stranger, don't you? And strange things happen to me. Well, after having conversations like the ones you have with a girlfriend when you're trying to be serious about, hey, you know what? My family, they think that we should be together. Well, that's what she said once. I'm like, oh, your family's talking about that. Well, I wasn't talking about that yet, but it was fun, right? It was fun to listen to that. Well, it happened that she was older than I was. So she finished studying in school and she wasn't living in the same place that I did. So she went back to her hometown and I had to look for the time to go and visit her. And I did, and it was pretty good. I traveled to her city. We had some time together. I went back to my city. I had to find some job and some work to do to get some money to go and visit her. And it was perfect. Till one day, I get to her house. She's all by herself. Nobody there. We're there having a good time, talking. The telephone rings. She goes and answers. Hello? Oh, hi. With a friend? Oh, did you listen to that sound? Yeah, that was my heart breaking. What was the other part of the conversation? Of course. Hi, how are you? And are you alone or somebody is with you? Oh, with a friend. A friend. A friend. Not a boyfriend. A friend. And that's what I became in that moment. The friend. So when she hung up the phone, I was like, well, it's good that at least you consider me a friend. Thanks for all the time. Thanks for all those 2.5 years I'll have to live. And I'll be a perfect stranger, walking on the street, going back to my house, enjoying the rain while you think about everything we could have done together. That's what I will do.